Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Emmy the Cat Lady, and we're back here in Georgetown in Washington, DC to talk about some other fun locations. So we're still in Georgetown near Georgetown East Metro Station, which is right there. You can see the escalators. Um, there is some super mutants wandering about. So we're going to talk about this place here, which is called La Maison Beauregard. Now, excuse my French pronunciation. I did 4 years of French at school and then promptly forgot basically everything that I learned. French didn't really interest me all that much, but anyway, that is this place, and it's a kind of fancy hotel location. But before we go in there, I would quite like to pay a visit to another place because there is a little unmarked quest associated with this location that also has some connections to another unmarked quest in the base game. So you need to, for this one, which is called the Sorrowful Suitor, you do need to have broken steel installed, and we need to visit the presidential metro. So we're going to fast travel over to Pennsylvania Avenue. So obviously as part of Broken Steel, you use the presidential metro train to get to Adams Air Force Base to finally, once and for all, deal with the Enclave remnants that are here. Okay. Can I just... Okay, there you go. So apparently you can get access to that metro tunnel from this side as well. Interesting, did not know that. I fast travelled for no reason, but never mind. Okay, finally found my way here. I forgot how you get into the presidential metro, so kind of sub-level. I'm walking into a velvet rope. So what you want to do is get to the platform where you took the train when you went to Adams Air Force Base. Of course, you can do this before you go and finish Broken Steel. And then you should be able to get upstairs from the platform somewhere. And some adverts for Red Racer tricycles, if that's something that you might be interested in. Funnily enough, lunch with the Chinese ambassador has been postponed. So this is Margot, the AI. Nothing else along here except garden gnome. Taking photographs of... Oh, I love this stuff. Like, we've got a garden gnome camera. 2 teddy bears tied to the tracks with a little help us sign that's teddy bear sized. Oh, I love that stuff that you can just stumble across when you dig into every corner. Right, let's see if we can find this staircase that we're supposed to be using to get to the person we're looking for. So the ghouls are fine. I've got the ghoul mask, so all the ghouls are my friends. Map. There's someone here with some radaway and medical supplies. Oh gosh, that was with a Pip-Boy light on. It is very dark in here. There's Nuka-Cola Quantum. It's a dead end. Some friendly gutsies. Yep, absolutely. Ah, here we go. I found it. So this is what we're looking for. We've got a skeleton, looks to be a female skeleton because it's wearing what remains of a dress, dose of jet, and then this holotape that's titled Sorry My Darling. So we'll have a listen to that first.
If someone finds this, please get this to my lover at the Maison Beauregard Hotel in East Georgetown. He'll want to hear what I have to say. My darling, they found me. I tried to get away so we could be together once again. I know you risked your life to get it to me. Combing the ruins, avoiding the super mutants. All for me. It seems I shall never lay my eyes upon your gift. You'll have to keep it and remember me every time you see it. I'm so sorry, my darling. So sorry I've let you down. So many have died for this thing. So many hearts have been broken. Please remember, I'll always love you. You will be with me forever in my spirit. I love you.
Oh dear, that's a bit of a tragic tale. So, yep, the final words of a dying woman who was waiting to receive a gift from her boyfriend, but didn't, because she died before he could give it to her. Gonna head outside. Thanks for that. It's less mutants for me to take out. Okay, so we've emerged here in Seaward Square, which is not where we want to be. We want to get back to Georgetown, so we're going to fast travel back to Georgetown East. So now that we've picked up that holotape and listened to it, when we go into La Maison Beauregard, we are going to meet somebody who is very interesting. So we'll head inside. You say most of the place isn't accessible inside, but there are a couple of areas that we can get into. There is sometimes super mutants in here as well. Oh, there he is. This is the man. Freaking the pile of crap. Hey, buddy. So this is Lagbolt. Lagbolt is a raider sort of guy. And he's got a couple of very interesting bits. So this is the boyfriend of that woman whose dying words we just listened to. Sorry, I'm going to have to turn the radio off just in case Three Dog plays copyrighted music. As much as I love Three Dog. So, yep, this is Lagbolt. So he's got unique armour and shades on him, as well as the key to a suitcase in this hotel. So he is the brother of another raider named Lugnut. So if you've done Grady's package, which we'll talk about shortly, which is another unmarked quest that kind of takes place inside Marigold Station, where you go when you do the quest those. So we'll talk a bit more about that and his brother later. But this guy, so he is related to Lugnut. So if we kill him, love the Tesla cannon, we can have a look at his stuff. So he's carrying a heavy incinerator. I'm not sure how random the weapon is that he carries, but he's got his unique combat armour, which gives you AP plus 10 and big guns plus 10. Shades, which give you sneak plus 3 and lockpick plus 3. A suitcase key and a note as well. So we'll have a look at the note. The note is very interesting. So Lagbolt's note Hey lags, this is your big bro. Hope you got the package. I had 2 of these things specially made for us in Virginia by the tailor. He's a master at this stuff. I know you and your chick will love it. Try not to wear her out too fast if you catch my drift. Hugs, Lugnut. So that's quite a sweet little note, wee bit of sibling love and all the rest of it. Which is adorable. So yeah, there's a bar area, sort of reception desk, and we have got some very interesting loot. So there's some stim packs, we've got mini nuke, stealth boy, some missiles, and then we've got this suitcase. So the key opens this suitcase, and this is the interesting thing when we look at what's inside. We've got the all-nighter nightwear, which is endurance +1 and charisma +1. Makes sense. So this is another variant of the kind of sleepwear items. So I've already got the naughty nightwear. So the naughty nightwear is the other one. It's going to be at the top, isn't it? Because that's how the alphabet works. So all-nighter nightwear, endurance +1 and charisma +1. It still looks... oh no, that's an attractive shot right there. Yeah, so it's got the same kind of outward appearance as the naughty nightwear as well. The kind of leopard print, and if you put it on a male character, it just looks like silky pajamas, which is nice. Combat armor's quite good, and the shades are quite good, but I'll keep the ghoul mask on because I prefer that. It's less hassle. But yeah, so a few interesting little bits of loot that you can get. There should be a skill book somewhere. I think it's on the reception desk. It's the what's it called again? The US Army 30 handy flamethrower recipes skill book, which is the big guns skill book or something, if I remember rightly. Ah, there it is, yeah. Yeah, so there's that as well. This is the only bit that's really accessible to you. Everything else is basically collapsed. But, fun little side quest that gets you another pair of sexy pyjamas if that's what you want. So the naughty nightwear, I've obviously already acquired them on this character, but you discover that if you go to Marigold Station, which is likely most players would, because it's very likely that early on in the game you'll run into Brian Wilkes if you're following, going to Megaton, and then if you do the Wasteland Survival Guide, you'll end up at the Super Duper Mart, which is often where you end up running into Brian, who tells you about the fire-breathing ants. And you go into Marigold Station and you can find Grady's body and a note that directs you to find his key, which then opens a safe in the metro station, and you can find the naughty nightwear. And when you take it, you are then confronted by Lugnut, who was Lagbolt's older brother. He demands the naughty nightwear and asks you to give it to him. You can tell him no, you can use a speech check, or you can give it to him and then kill him and take it back. If you keep the naughty nightwear, you have the option of selling it to Ronald Laren and Girdershade. He's involved with these two as well. So it's quite funny that we've got this little kind of connection, and it's all these little unmarked quests. But Lagbolt's a bit less reasonable. He's gone a bit nuts because he's obviously been waiting for quite a long time for his girlfriend, not knowing that she's never going to turn up, because she's been dead for quite some time. But he would have been waiting there forever if you didn't come along and put him out of his misery. But yeah, it's interesting because I say the naughty nightwear, it gives you +1 luck and +10 to your speech skills, so it's quite useful for if there's speech checks that you want to pass, while the all-nighter nightwear is, gives you a bit more endurance, which could come in handy depending on your nighttime activities. But yeah, so it gives you a couple of different, and then you've got the sexy sleepwear as well, which doesn't do anything, and it's the kind of pinky red colour, which is nice. So you've got options. But Lagbolt's combat armour's quite nice as well, especially if you are using the big guns. extra action points, because big guns tend to use more action points than little ones as well. So yeah, very interesting set of loot that you can find in this old hotel, and expanding a bit on a little side story that was started in the base game. If you thoroughly explored Marigold Station, you can discover that, and the fact that both the Naughty Nightwear and the All-Nighter Nightwear were basically created by this mysterious tailor somewhere in Virginia, um, which is kind of interesting. And it's only the note really that tells us about the existence of this tailor who is a master at making sexy nightwear. I mean, there's probably a demand for that even in the post-apocalypse. It certainly seems to be the case with these two brothers, and Ronald Laren. He wants it, I think, because he's obviously trying everything he can to get his neighbour Sierra to sleep with him, and unfortunately failing because she's completely oblivious to the fact that he's trying to get in with her. She thinks he's just being friendly and looking after her. It's quite funny because she's only interested in Nuka-Cola. That's all she cares about. So yeah, it's quite a fun and interesting little connection, and I say it's tucked away in a corner here. But Lagbolt doesn't appear unless you've picked up that holotape, so you have to have found that in the presidential metro before you can get in here and meet him and take all his stuff. So, that's fun. But yeah, there's so many of these locations kicking about, especially in the DC area, and it's not always easy to stumble across them because, navigating the metro tunnels, and then when you do come out into the surface, you're dealing with 5 million super mutants, among other things, and you have to kind of navigate your way around it. But there's lots of fun little stories and secrets hidden away, and that is my aim with this series, is to uncover them all and to share them with you guys. So if you do find anything interesting, then definitely drop me a line, because I'd be more than happy to look into it for you. So that'll do for today. I haven't mentioned yet, but the January video essay is going to be a February video essay, because between covering the TV show as well, and I've had a bunch of kind of medical appointments have come up, and various things that way. I've got I'm going for blood tests, and then I'm getting an ultrasound scan of my hands next week. So things have just got a bit kind of busy over here, and I'm just going to need a bit more time to put everything together. Yeah, it's been all go over here. I've also started getting feedback on my debut novel, which I had a couple of people do what's called a beta read for me. Basically reading through the manuscript to give me some feedback, so that obviously I can polish it up and make it as good as it can possibly be. I have had a lot of good feedback, as well as things that need changing or need tightening up, and I'm still waiting for more to come, but it's getting kind of exciting, and I'm hopefully going to be at a point where I'll be able to get it published this year. We shall see. But yeah, so lots going on, lots more to come. But if you know of any interesting little locations, especially, unmarked quests or locations that are kind of well hidden, are particularly of interest. So if you do know of any of these, let me know in the comments or on the community tab, and I'll be more than happy to take a look and put them into the list for future videos. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.